Hi Harvey, I'm Rosemary, I'm 21, I go to Western Washington University. I recently became vegan and I am craving this Philly cheesesteak that they make at Sully's in Seattle, and I was wondering if there's any way that you can make a vegan version of it because I need it bad. Let me show you around my house. Our fridge, which I've never even touched. This is mostly my roommate's food. We don't cook a whole lot here. Various drawers with forks and knives and wine bottle openers. This, oh my god, it's disgusting. An oven. I've never used it. We don't cook a whole ton, but we would eat here if we actually made food. So please help me out. I want to eat, but I'm a vegan. Thanks.
Philly cheesesteaks, eh?
What do you think you're gonna do?
You know, it's a bit of a tough one, but we can make this one work. The veggie stuff, really straightforward. The meat, we're gonna have to play around with, and the cheese sauce, but I'm up for the challenge. Rosemary, I'm coming, my love.
What are we doing today, Harvey?
Well, we got this fantastic request from Rosemary to make a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which is a walk in the park. It's straightforward. But there's a kicker. This girl wants me to make her a vegan Philly cheesesteak sandwich. So we can have some fun with that and show her the best way to get that sandwich in her hands or in her mouth. Let's go and see what she's doing.
Oh my god, hey!
Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you.
Cool, are you coming here to make me cheesesteaks?
Yep, I'm going to make you cheesesteaks.
Oh my god, yes. I'm so excited.
So you're just going to leave me standing on the doorstep, or you're going to invite me in for a nice cup of tea?
Come in.
Thank you, my love.
What was it like to open up your door and find Harvey there?
I was so excited to see Harvey. I am so glad he's here.
So I got your video, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of super cool, but this doesn't look like the room on the video.
No, actually, this is my parents' house. I'm home from college, so.
Okay, beautiful house.
Thank you.
What on earth made you turn vegan?
I think it's a healthier option, and I don't like the way that, meat is sometimes treated, so I decided to go vegan.
Okay, and that's a really good reason, but I'm understanding that you're missing your meat, you're missing your Philly cheesesteaks, and that's the thing that you want to get, your mouth around again, and just try and enjoy a cheesesteak.
Yes, they have this amazing Philly cheesesteak at Sully's over on Queen Anne, and it's just like the perfect combination of meat and cheese sauce and like onions and peppers and just, gosh, a good little sandwich.
Okay, a good little sandwich. Sounds like a
it's a big one. It's
a big old boy to me. So what you're telling me is I have to make something that's not meat taste like meat.
Yeah.
Something that's not cheese taste like cheese, and compare it to a Philly cheesesteak that you're obviously in love with.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think you can do it?
I don't think I can do it. I know I can. But the first thing I want to do is I want to go down and see the boys at Sully's. I love cheesesteaks. Love them so much. Is Sully's going to be the best place for me to go to?
Oh, hands down, absolutely the best. I think Harvey's going to love the cheesesteaks at Sully's. When I used to eat meat, I loved them. They were my favorite.
Where are we headed to, Harvey?
We're just on our way to Sully's to get ourselves one of these kick-ass Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And I tell you what, I can't wait. I'm absolutely Hank.
What is Hank?
Hank Marvin, starving. Keep up. Hey there, fella.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm looking for a guy called Marcus.
You're talking to him.
Hey, Marcus, I'm Harvey.
How you doing, Harvey?
I'm good.
Good.
So I've heard that you've got one of the best Philly cheesesteaks there is in Seattle. Definitely the best one up on Queen Anne.
It's not too bad.
I was wondering if you could take me out the back, whip me up one of your Philly cheesesteaks. I want to know the flavours that you've got in there. Can you show me how to put together one of your cheesesteaks?
Absolutely.
Can we do that now?
Let's do it. I'll take you in the back.
Thanks, mate.
Okay? Sully's is a neighborhood bar with some Irish undertones. We have comfort style pub grub. So we have mac and cheese, lamb sliders, we got some great wings. We have humble but good pub style food. Our cheesesteak is our Seattle spin on the traditional cheesesteak. We add a few different kinds of cheeses. We got some fresh chopped peppers on a real soft pub style bun. The name of the sandwich is Philly cheesesteak sandwich. So I don't know how he's going to go about making a vegan cheesesteak without the cheese or the steak.
So tell me, what's he doing?
So he's going to heat up this pan here. We're going to put in some fresh minced garlic, some fresh chopped peppers, fresh chopped red onions. We got the red bell pepper, Got the green bell pepper. We're going to chop up some sweet cherry peppers. So we get plenty of pepper flavor going on in there. We got a fresh Italian pub roll right there.
Okay.
It's nice and soft.
You've got mayo going on?
Yep. Fat-free mayo for you.
Okay, and is that fat-free and diet organic cheese as well?
Exactly.
Okay, you know, if it's healthy, the better.
We're going to toss that in the oven. We're going to toast that up and get that nice and crispy and get that cheese melted.
And what made you come up with this recipe in the first place?
We just sitting back here and just goofing around and came off the top of the head. We messed around with this. We probably had to eat about 50 cheesesteaks to kind of get what we like.
Okay, now this is the key. This is the meat now. And
Absolutely.
I'm kind of surprised, first of all, because it's all going in one pan. But what meat are you using?
That's the best ribeye money can buy on top of it.
So every single bite of your sandwich is going to have a piece of this fresh ribeye. It's going to have a piece of red bell pepper. It's going to get the sweetness of the cherries. Oh, blimey, O'Reilly, this is going to be... See, that looks super tasty already, and I'm so looking forward to trying this sandwich.
He's going to brown it up real nice. We're going to kind of do our own pseudo cheese whiz like they do back east. This is our Seattle spin on this.
Well. So you're telling me you've got all of the meat. I know you're going to toast your bread up. You mentioned to me you're going to use American cheese. And you've got cheese whiz going on as well.
Absolutely.
So you've got layers of cheese, you've got layers of peppers, you've got the sweetness going in, and every bite of your sandwich is going to have a little taste
Cheesy,
of everything.
meaty, peppery goodness.
So I need to get in there and look at this boy and see what he's doing. It's just like amazing. This is going to be one tasty sandwich.
Toasted pub roll that we got right here. A little white American cheese. He's going to put all that goodness right in there.
You know, and I don't say this very often, but I think I might be in a little bit of trouble because that fella just looks so good.
How are you going to compete? Look at that.
Thank you. That's a cracking looking sandwich, and we can have some fun a bit later on.
Let's go get you a beer.
Oh my lord, look at this. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but the best thing to do is just to give it a go, I think. So this is all sticky and delicious. Oh my gosh. Here we go. That is so good.
So what makes the sandwich so good, Harvey?
Well, as you can see, everything just melts together. You've got this cheese, and you've got all these different textures of cheese. They may have all melted, but you've got the American cheese, you've got the Jack cheese, and they kind of give a little counterbalance to each other. And these little fellas, these little cherry peppers, it just gives a different dimension. It gives it this sweetness that you can't explain, that I've just never tasted in one of these sandwiches. And I saw them put it all together in one pan, and I kind of thought, you know, you're going to lose some of these flavours and they're not going to work well and marry together. But the meat, they've used the best meat that you can get. The peppers are cut finely enough to be able to soften down in time. They double toast it in the oven as well, which is where you get all of this charring across the bread. And I mean, this guy, he said he just sat there and made it up, and it's, you know, it's different to other Philly cheeses that I've had before, but it is a monster of a sandwich. He's a monster of a man. He's such a nice guy, and he makes a monster of a sandwich. There is no doubt that I can see how Rosemary loves this sandwich. No question about it whatsoever.
Well, Harvey, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for some vegetables. I need to get some bell peppers. I need to get some onions. We need some fresh parsley. Hello, ladies. How are you? You're good today? Yeah. Can I buy a bunch of your Italian parsley, please? It's a really spanky market up here. My mate up here sorted us right out. We got all the red onions we wanted. We got the yellow onions, red jalapenos, which were a bugger to find, but we managed to get them. We've got great Italian parsley, and we've got some basil as well. So we've got the startings of a really, really good sandwich. The one thing that we do need is to go and get some really good bread, so we're going to head off there and get that. So come on, let's go.
What are we doing here, Harvey?
Well, we're in West Seattle. I've heard nothing but good things about this bakery, and I'm super excited. I made a phone call. They've whipped us up a special batch of vegan bread. I am so excited about this. Let's go and see what they've got. Hey, sweetheart, can I speak to Anna, please?
I'm Anna.
Hey, Anna, I'm Harvey. We spoke on the phone.
Nice to meet you.
Anna, you've whipped us up a batch of vegan bread.
Oh, yeah.
Can I take a quick look at that?
Of course.
So what makes it vegan, Anna?
Well, we've left out the animal
Well, they're perfect for what I need. They look amazing. If I can get those two to go, that would be absolutely fantastic. And what do I owe you for that? $4.20. There you go, my love. Keep the change and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Harvey's in my kitchen right now, and I am so excited that he's here. I have no idea how he's going to do it, and it's going to be so much fun to work with him.
So are you ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the first thing we said we were going to do is make this pretend meat, or seitan. And the main ingredient is vital wheat gluten.
Okay.
On its own, it's nasty. What we're going to do is we're going to get some flavourings in there. The first thing we've got is onion powder. We're going to get roughly a tablespoon, which is roughly the base of a palm of my hand. Same thing with garlic powder. It doesn't smell good, but when we're getting anything into a dry formula, it's going to add that extra kick to it and just give it another flavour dimension. We've got smoked paprika. It gives it a nice, smoky, earthy flavour, and we can dump all of that in. There's two other things that we've got. We've got fennel seeds, which are very aniseedy, and we've got some caraways, which are kind of nutty again. And we're going to get that in there as well. We're just going to mix that in. So that's our dry ingredients.
Okay.
The next thing we need to introduce is wet ingredients. And we've got some vegetable stock that we've made up. A vegetable stock, we know it's tasty, we know it's going to be delicious, but we want to get some extra flavourings in there as well. What we've got here is molasses, and that's going to give it, again, a rich flavour. Next thing to go in there is Worcestershire sauce. And again, you need to make sure that you've got a vegan version, and we've got one that has no anchovies in it. We've got olive oil in there because we want it to have that nice texture, nice and soft and silky.
Looks like
okay. Squeezable goodness. This is Marmite. Yeast extract. It's added. You can make it into a hot drink, and you'll get a beefy hot drink.
Why would you make a beefy hot drink?
Because we're British and we're strange.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, so we're going to mix this up, and as I said, we're doing this all in one cup so that we don't make the dough seize up at some point. We're going to mix it in until we get a fairly stiff dough. And again, you want roughly the same amount of liquid as you have flour. So if you've used 3 cups of flour, you're going to want to use 3 cups of liquid, or there or thereabouts. Okay, so that's the dough made. We're going to braise this off. And whenever I use that phrase, everyone says, what does braise mean?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like stewing or boiling. All we're going to do is put it in water. We're going to put this in cheesecloth. We don't want it to fall apart when it hits the stock. So we're going to make a loaf out of it. Don't forget, we've got to slice this later on, and then we're going to grill it. And we want it to look like meat.
I don't know how the seitan is going to turn out. I don't know if it's actually going to end up looking like meat, but I poked it and it tasted really good and it felt just really like squishy and fun. We've
got this ready to go, and all we need to do is to simmer it now for about an hour and a half. So we take it over to our pot.
Since I've become vegan, I've been eating a lot of tofu, so it's really nice to have a new meat replacement.
Now we're going to caramelise the onion. We're going to chop them nice and fine. Now, by caramelising these onions, it's going to make them super sweet. We're going to chop this nice and fine. We're going to get the finer you can do it, the better. Straight in the pan, and then back on the heat. We're going to move on. We're going to do some cheese sauce. We're going to take roughly 2 tablespoons of margarine. We can't use butter. We get it under medium heat. And then what we're going to do is do exactly the same at flame. The next thing we're going to do is, most cream sauces and everything have milk, or they have heavy cream. We can't do that, so what I've got for you, my love, some almond milk.
I love the juice.
Okay, so we've got this going in, and we can see that this is melted down. Just thicken it up a little bit. Now I've got 2 other things for you that's going to make this good. Nutritional yeast. It has this natural, cheesy flavour and aroma. And we're going to use technical measures now